Hi, this is a short guide to assessments at the University of Leicester. I'll go through some of the assessment types that you are likely to encounter during your time here. Just bear in mind that this is more typical for a business school student, so your school may vary. Let me show you more.
As a business school student, most of my assessments have been in person. So most of these have been a final exam in person. Most modules are split in an 80-20 split, so 80% final exam and 20% assignment. Then this assignment can be made up of a lot of different things, which I will go through in this video. A common type of assignment in my first year is multiple choice questions. So I had a lot of these in my first year, but these are mostly limited to smaller assignments, which are maybe 10 or 20%. So this is one of them here. Essentially, the way these function is you have a 24-hour window within which you can start the test. Now, in terms of the way these are structured, usually it's made up of theory and also some calculus. With economics, usually there's a lot of essay writing, and that's certainly the case in terms of small assessments I've had at the university. So I had a few essays in my time. This is one of the essays. First year, this was on pollution permits. And this brings me nicely on to referencing will become quite important as you write more essays, and especially with your dissertation in your final year. The university uses Harvard referencing style, and you can find out how to correctly reference as there are lots of tools available. Now, a type of assessment which is, I would say, more rare is a report. So this was from my first year. We had to analyze a large data set and come up with a report on how different factors affect wages and earning potential. Now, something which I haven't really encountered in my latter years is more of a calculus-based assessment. So this was purely maths. For those of you who aren't as math savvy, I would say, might get intimidated by this. When I started off, I wasn't amazing, but by the time I got to this point, you catch up pretty quick. Lastly, there's also group work-based assessment. So I had one in my first year and also one in my second year. This is one of my group work-based assessment, which was 100%. We had to write a economic journal paper and essentially write it from scratch. So everything from researching, coming up with a question, analyzing data, and then comparing it with existing literature. I know it sounds quite daunting just looking at it, but believe me, by the time you get to this point, you will be a lot more comfortable with this stuff. Lastly, whilst most of my exams have been in person, I have had some online exams. So this is one of my online exams, financial derivatives. Usually the way these function is you're given a question at the start of the exam, and then you have 2 to 3 hours to solve the questions and upload your answer. But 2 to 3 hours does include a 45-minute submission buffer as well, just in case something goes wrong. I hope that's given you more clarity regarding assessments here at the university, and thank you for listening.